Mr. Driller Online. It's one of those games where you're hoping it was a good game, but it turns out to be bad, and I'm going to explain why. And you get to choose from 6 different characters, which is Mr. Driller himself, a robot, his dog, a girl from Germany, his brother, and even his father, the original Dig Dog Man. They all have different stats and abilities, but they all play the same, so I went with Mr. Driller for this review. After you pick your characters, there are 2 different gameplays to choose from in the single player mode. Standard Driller and Crest Driller. Let's start with Standard Driller. Now it doesn't seem too bad at first. The graphics are colorful, the controls are smooth, and the sound effects are decent. But the gameplay is dull. All you're really doing is drilling downwards towards the bottom of the screen. Occasionally, you do have to move left or right to avoid the blocks that drain your air, or to grab some new air from capsules. But basically, all you're doing is drilling down, and it gets boring real fast. The only good thing I can say about the gameplay is that the more blocks you can make disappear, the bigger the combos will get, and the more points you get. But that still doesn't change the fact that the gameplay itself is dull. Now, they do try to spice things up with Crest Driller. And what Crest Driller is that, besides drilling to the bottom of the stage, you also have to complete certain requirements every 100 meters. For example, you have to drill 100 meters within a certain time limit. You can't grab a whole lot of L capsules. The most you can grab, I believe, is 2. And you have to have a certain amount of combinations within 100 meters. Depending how far you are in the stage, that shouldn't be too hard to do. Now let's talk about the selling point of Mr. Driller Online, which is the online multiplayer. This is a sad part because nobody plays the game online. Really, they don't. As a matter of fact, I was surprised to see somebody else wanting to play this game online. Do you want to know why nobody plays this game online? It's because when Mr. Driller Online first came up for sale over the Xbox Live Arcade, it was buggy in the online department. Unless you were hosting the game, you will experience nothing but lag, and more lag. Namco Bandai, did patch it up to fix the online play, but the damage was done and nobody else plays this game online, except for that one guy I found. Now to be fair, Mr. Driller is not the worst game available from the Xbox Live Arcade service. That honor belongs to the craptastic Yaris. But it's still pretty bad for a puzzle game, and you can find better ones online. For example, the recently released Meteor's War from Namco Bandai once again. I honestly would not recommend this to anybody, but if you are a die-hard Mr. Driller fan, I suggest giving it a try before you buy it, because in the end you may not really like it. I give this game a D-.